Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a drill. Age of Empires 4 has been stealth dropped on Xbox for release today. The day I'm recording this is August 22nd, the opening day of Gamescom. Usually we see Xbox and even more so Age of Empires at Gamescom for some announcements. And we knew that it had been confirmed for quite a while that Microsoft had said Age of Empires 4 is coming to Xbox sometime in the fall of 2023. And they just so happen that today is the day. Today is the day that they're dropping Age of Empires 4 on console. You can download it today with Game Pass, or you can purchase it, whichever you feel so inclined to do. And it's actually funny that they're dropping this today, because I was actually not necessarily writing a script, but I was making my points and getting my sources to make a video of actually where is the console release of Age of Empires 4, because they announced this, I guess, more or less about a year ago, that Age 2 and Age 4 were coming to Xbox, and they dropped Age 2 earlier this year, and they said Age 4 will be coming later this year, and we hadn't heard anything about it. Very similar to Age 2, there really wasn't a whole lot of marketing or build-up, I guess, of outreach to, I guess, potential people that want to play this game. What I'm trying to say is we didn't see a whole lot of videos or social media sweep from Xbox on the release of Age 2, and they're kind of following this trend with Age 4. And when they did this for Age 2, I kind of criticized this a little bit. I said you really want to make sure that you're reaching out to as many potential players as possible for the release of Age 2 on console, but I think I was wrong in that regard, because Age 2 did very well on console with Game Pass, and we've done quite a few videos on Age 2 on the channel. If you want to check that out, please check out our Age of Empires 2 playlist. But really, on TeamRespawn for this channel, we absolutely love Age 4 on PC. It's really one of my favorite games of all time. I love it. The moment-to-moment combat, probably more than Halo Wars, and the amount of strategy that's involved is just, so awesome. And I think Age 4 is a better game than Age 2. I know that's a hot take to people in the Age community, but I think from the moment-to-moment gameplay and the way that the game is structured, particularly with some of its mechanics, Age 4, I think, is better. So I think it's going to be much easier for people to pick up and learn, and I'm really excited for Age 4 on console. So let's get into this a little bit. What can you expect with Age 4 on console? Well, currently, I don't really have a whole lot of information to share, because I'm just recording this as I'm seeing this announcement. There is a Xbox, not necessarily Xbox Wire page, but this takes you to some sort of Xbox.com page talking about Age of Empires 4, and it only really points you to the PC storefronts to buy this, so the game is not actually live just yet for you to download, but it will be sometime today, so probably by the time you're listening to this, check your Game Pass section or the storefront on Xbox to see if you can download or purchase Age 4. It will be available very shortly. But let's go again. We can kind of assume how Age 4 is going to be with its features based on what we see from Age 2. So I guess one of the bigger questions to answer is, will Age 4 support crossplay between console and PC? The answer is yes. If you're going to look at the history of Age 2, you can turn on or off crossplay for Age of Empires 2 on console. So if you want to play with your friends on PC and you have Age 2 on Xbox, you can certainly do so. I'm expecting that Age 4 will have this same feature. Same also goes for keyboard and mouse support. For whatever reason, if you want to use a keyboard and mouse on your console, Age 2 does allow you to do that on Xbox. So you can play Age of Empires 2 with a mouse and keyboard. It has a kind of a different UI than what you would see on PC, which is kind of cool. And I'm going to expect as well that you can do this on Age 4. And I'll confirm all this in a future video. Lastly, what about villager, I guess, management? How do you manage all of your villagers with a gamepad? Well, in Age 4, it has some sort of feature, with Age 2 on console, there is some sort of feature where it allows the game to more or less take control of tasks for your villagers. You can have almost a priority set for particular resources you want your villagers to go after on console. And I'm going to expect once again that this will be present in Age 4, but we will confirm all of this in future videos. Okay, last question. What if you've never played Age of Empires before? How do you get into this game? How do you not get overwhelmed with everything that you need to do in Age of Empires? Or say you're coming from another RTS that's a little bit simpler, like say Command & Conquer or Halo Wars. Well, luckily, Age of Empires has plenty of tutorials on how to play the game. I do think that the controls and shortcuts that'll be offered on the gamepad through console will help you greatly. And Age of Empires 4 does have what's called ELO, where it's a sort of a tracking of your skill level, and it does a pretty good job of matching you up with fairly skilled players if you decide to fight online against other players. So I don't think that being intimidated by this is necessarily something to be concerned about. The game does a really good job of learning. If you can learn one civilization, I would say the English or the French. They're pretty easy and basic to learn, and a lot of what you're learning from those civilizations can apply to others. And there's only 10 civs in the game right now compared to, I don't know, 30 or so that are in Age 2. So there's a lot less content, which I think is a good thing, actually. I think less is more in regards for Age 4. But we're very excited. I'm going to be making tutorials, strategies. There's already over 200 Age 4 videos on our channel right now for the PC version. So if you want to see the gameplay and how we play particularly, go ahead and check out that playlist. And we're going to be streaming this game and getting to know the console version. I'm very excited for this. Okay, I pass the question on to you. Are you going to play Age 4 on console? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Okay, here we go. Age 4 on console. Let's go, everyone. I'm really excited. All right, that's going to do it for me. I'll see you, James.